Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you guys so very much for spending some time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my weekly group reading for the week of July 19th through to the 25th. I know it may sound a little crazy, but some things are getting better. Mercury went back into direct orbit on July 12th. So we're seeing that reprieve. It was hard to have both Venus and Mercury in retrograde. Now, on Thursday, we're going to see a shifting of zodiac. Cancer is going to wane as Leo stands proud in the sky. With Cancer having such an impact on our intuition, on our intuitive and empathic abilities, it isn't a wonder that many of us were struggling over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Things seemed really harder and heavier because we had this zodiac sign that was trying to support us with our empathic and intuitive skills. We're going to have Leo rise. Leo's a fire sign, and it's a fixed fire sign. It adds its stability and passion that we're going to need to kind of fizzle out some of this heaviness that we've been feeling because of the global situations, and we have the astrological retrogradations that we're trying to muddle through as well. It kind of all adds up. Leo's going to be a great support for us, which we're going to be able to embrace later in the week. And I really want to look at how we can use those skills and tools that we innately have to overcome and support us through some of these situations, those individual pieces, plus dealing with and managing some of these heavier energies. Now, the decks I've chosen for this week, I've chosen the Everyday Tarot and Oracle deck. I love this combination. I love those bright, happy colors, which helps us to stay in that higher vibrational space. When we're greeted with happy, bright colors, we're more likely to stay in that happier space rather than those darker colors that some of the decks have. Now this week for my crystal selections, I have Auralite, I have Healerite, and then I have Rose Quartz. What I want you to do is quickly look at these 3 selections. Pick whichever crystal resonates with you the most right now. Then head down to that description box below and click on the correlating timestamp. That timestamp will take you straight to your reading, and I will see you there. Hello and welcome, my Auralite friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the Tarot and Oracle cards, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the week holds for you guys. What can my Auralite friends expect from the week of July 19th through to the 25th? Transformation and change. Oh, this is going to be a good week. Like I said, that Leo energy is really going to help us take hold and get stuff done. We've got that backbone and fire that we need to start to work on some of this healing, transformation, evolution, what have you. Whatever word fits for you in your journey. This evolution, transformation is essential for us. This year and this decade is working towards building a stronger foundation, a stronger and more well-defined you. This week is a week of change, transformation, and of course, healing. Anytime we're looking at that change or transformation, it means we're releasing things, healing that space so that the transformation can occur more fully and with more meaning. Cleansing body and spirit. I just said we're looking at that releasing and that healing. This is going to be a fantastic week of shaking some of that heaviness off, strengthening you so that you can take on bigger aspects, bigger challenges. We're not here to sit idly by and watch the world go by. We need to be active participants so that we can enjoy and get the meaning and fulfillment that we are supposed to out of this lifetime. Let's get into this week a bit more. What does the beginning of the week bring my Auralite friends? The Two of Cups. What a beautiful card. That connection in. I know a lot of you are hoping for that special somebody. This special somebody that we're going to be connecting in with, of course, is you. We're looking at that transformation, and that transformation begins with you. The beginning of the week gives us that opportunity to connect in, do some evaluation, some reflection, and we can start working on some of this cleansing and healing. Easy ways to do that, just as this card depicts. Water is a fantastic cleanser. It's using its natural properties to support us in our healing. Things like Epsom salts, essential oils, herbs, flowers, whatever connects in and resonates with you. This is your journey and your healing process. If it resonates with you and it supports your body in healing and recovering, then that's what we need to look at. Embrace what's meaningful for you. What about the middle of the week? Oh, I asked them to keep them on the table. One hit the floor. What does the middle of the week bring my Auralite friends? Okay, so this guy hit the floor, and it's not surprising. The Devil, the 15th card in the Major Arcana. Those pieces and aspects that are holding us back. Those lower vibrational nooses that our ego has around our neck. That transformation isn't just going to happen. We have to be active participants. That releasing, that healing, that cleansing is going to be essential as we start to take off the nooses that our ego has around our neck. And those nooses are different for everybody because we all have different coping mechanisms, family values, core values, those pieces and aspects that make us us. Reflecting on, we all kind of have those pieces that we know are holding us back. Those quote-unquote addictions. It's time to shake those off our shoulders a bit and embrace what this week can truly offer us. Let's go into the end of the week. What does the end of the week offer my Auralite friends? The Lovers, the 6th card in the Major Arcana. A deeper and more committed relationship and understanding of self. The Two of Cups is known as the lesser lovers. It's the everyday implementation of this archetypal love. The end of the week gives us a better connection, better communication, and understanding with self. This is all about us this week. We're going to be able to dive deeper in on Friday because that's when Leo has already pounced into position. He's high in the sky and he's going to help us, support us with that courage, that determination, and much needed backbone to take on some of this burden we're carrying. Let's look at a blessing. What blessing can my Auralite friends embrace for the beginning of the week? I am really caught by the doubling here. Not all of the everyday witch cards. So if you go through and we take, I don't know, a random card, they're usually singles. They're not usually doubles. So in the grand scheme of picturing, we have the Two of Cups, which is the lesser lovers. Connects right into that sixth card of the major arcana. In the original deck, you have these two individuals. They are naked and Archangel Raphael is above them. You have the same two individuals appearing in both cards. Now in the Devil card, their hair is really curly, similar to that of the Devil. And that talks about the negative consequences and aspects that the Devil holds over us. So these three cards are very connected in. Talks about that evolution and progression. We need to connect in to ourselves so that we can receive the messages from our higher intuitional self, so that we are able to hold our head up high and walk with confidence down this path, down what we signed up for, without the constraints of the Devil. Okay, so going on to the blessings. Make a move. I think it's pretty evident. We're starting off with a bang. I know the Two of Cups doesn't seem like very much of a bang card. It's more of a loving, passionate card. It's up to us to put action into our plan. Our plan, that transformation and evolution, that healing that we need to do. It's up to us to do that reflection. It's up to us to set those intentions, release, cleanse, and heal. It's not going to happen for us. We need to take that ownership and that responsibility. The beginning of the week offers us that ability to start this process. Start the ball rolling for this week. Let's go on to the middle of the week. What blessing can my Auralite friends embrace for the middle of the week? Speak your mind. You need to be very clear with the ego, with your Devil, on what it is that is important for you. What you're releasing so that you have a better understanding on all levels of self on what it is you're consciously doing. Those intentions, setting out those parameters helps so that you can receive the support we need. We're talking about releasing and transformation here. Never do we say that we have to do it alone. Actually, if you see, we've got that pattern of twos. When we have that duality, we have that support. This week isn't about doing it alone. It's about asking for the help that we need. those high vibrational beings are there. They're just waiting for you to ask for the support you need. They cannot break the law of free will, so they have to wait for us to ask. We're not in mortal danger, so they can't break that universal law. Now with doubles, so we've got all these two people, so when we have multiple twos, in angel messages, the angels are telling you to keep the faith and don't give up. And what's more, listen to your intuition. That guidance and support is going to be essential for us to maneuver throughout this week and to take that devil or your ego head on. What about the end of the week? What blessing can my Auralite friends embrace for the end of the week? Go with the flow. It's a beautiful card. I love her carefree energy. That intuitional support is going to be key. At the end of the week, we're going to have a better understanding of self. We're going to feel a lot lighter. We're going to feel a lot better with self. This is where we need that guidance to support us on our next leg of our journey. What's that next piece? Anytime you start to see that water base in tarot or in oracle, you're looking at that intuitional guidance. We need to release, and if you can see, she's dropped her oar here. We have to take down our blinders. We need to just take that deep breath and allow the universe to help guide us a bit. Realign us more onto our path, our soul's deeper journey, which is going to bring with it that fulfillment and abundance that we're looking for. Now, I just noticed I didn't do the challenges for this week, so I'm going to go back. What challenge does my Auralite friends face for the week of July 19th through to the 25th? Strength. It's the 8th card in the Major Arcana. You guys are getting very Major Arcana-tastic here. The Strength card talks about using our skills and our abilities in a way that is only ours. We can tame those beasts, calm the storm, create that magic. When we use our innate skills and our abilities, we connect it in to the guidance and energy of the universe. It's when nothing can stop us. The only thing that holds us back is us. This week we're going to lack the confidence to face our ego. Our ego is not going to like this. It's not going to like us releasing it. It's not going to like us trying to heal things, to cleanse things. It wants to keep us right where we are. Doesn't want us to get going. Does not want us to release and just go with the flow. This healing piece in your ego's mind is a very bad 7-letter word. So your ego is going to play up, and we're going to start to doubt our abilities, doubt our skills. How is it that we can connect into our intuition? How do we better understand ourselves? How do we heal ourselves? Taking that time, taking those deep breaths, and trusting in our abilities, asking for the help that we need, will turn strength from an obstacle to an ally. Because when we use our innate skills and abilities, and we combine them with that universal energy and guidance, this transformation becomes quite easy. We have a better understanding of self and a clearer direction on where it is we're going to go. So it's up to us to use our words, ask for the help, and this help can be on the physical plane, and also you can combine the two on that astral plane for that spiritual guidance. The Wheel of Fortune, the 10th card in the Major Arcana. Well, major life shift, my friends. When you have this many major arcana, it talks about that big picture, or well, what we have as a big picture, which is nowhere near what a big picture really is. But it talks about those bigger shifts for us. This week is going to be offering us that ability to really embrace and do some shifting and releasing in a non-tower-esque way. This is all about choice and connection. We don't have the tower. We don't need the tower right now. This is about change and acceptance of self. Now, the Wheel of Fortune talks about that resistance to change. Talks about that ego's kickback that you're going to feel. Again, if we start to move the strength as an ally, when you start to own your abilities, you're going to start to accept that change and turn the Wheel of Fortune into an ally, which reinforces and encourages the strength to connect into that change. Many times the obstacles that we're facing, when we reevaluate and reflect on what's truly happening, that's when we turn them from an obstacle to an ally. It is something that you can very much do here, and in some cases with greater ease, especially as you accept this inevitable shift, change, and release. So we're going to end off on any final guidance, wisdom, and thoughts that we can share with my Auralite friends for the week of July 19th through to the 25th. Temperance, the 14th card in the Major Arcana. Again, another Major Arcana, really adding to the importance of this week and what you can accomplish. Temperance, of course, is that balance card. I love how they've depicted this in that yoga position of the tree. That balance is essential. The original card has Iris, the goddess Iris, having one foot on the water and one foot on the land. And she's pouring fluid from a bottom cup to a top cup. That balance between the physical planes and our spiritual planes, and then also that essential energy flow within ourselves and with our universal support system, is going to go a long way this week. Now, part of this cleansing and healing that we're talking about is that grounding and energy flow. When we don't have our chakras flowing in good working order, we start to get clogs and physical symptoms can occur. We start to feel heavy, we feel out of sorts. So that focusing in on self, on balance, centeredness, and of course that energy flow will go a long way. The Page of Cups. One of my favorite pages. The original card that Pamela Coleman Smith drew has this very fashionable man with this kind of really wild hat and a floral lotus tunic. More importantly, he's holding a cup. And in that cup is a fish. He's looking at it going, yeah, it's my fish. I totally accept that. It goes with my outfit. The Page of Cups talks about that flexibility. And it's that flexibility, that creativity, and that carefreeness that we're going to need for this week. And, well, weeks to come, to be honest. When we're more flexible and we're more able to use our creative abilities with our skills, our talents, to create answers and solutions that may not have been so obvious to us originally, that's when we start to have that sense of peace and fulfillment. We don't feel as stuck or stagnant because we are using our natural skills and abilities with our creativity to create answers and solutions that are all our own. The Hierophant, the 5th card, again in the Major Arcana. So out of 2, 4, 5, 8 cards, 6 of them are Major Arcana. You also have the Lovers, which is the 6th card in the Major Arcana itself. When you have that multiple 6 start to show up in your life, the angels are telling you to balance your thoughts between the physical and spiritual worlds, which is very evident and reinforces what the Temperance has been encouraging you. Back to the Hierophant. The 5th card in the Major Arcana, he's the gatekeeper, or in this case, she's the gatekeeper. The keeper of keys to those opportunities that we may have missed because we're not paying attention. The Hierophant opens doors, offers us opportunities that may not have been so readily available. They may not have been in our frontal cortex or our consciousness. Through guidance, support, and that most important universal direction and wisdom, we get these amazing opportunities that we had never thought of, that bring about more fulfillment for us. The Hierophant is right over going with the flow. The more connected we are with ourselves, the better we understand ourselves, and the more we allow the universe to help guide us, to help open those doors, those opportunities, the more we're going to be able to gain in fulfillment and abundance. I want to thank you guys so very much for spending some time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some direction and insight into what the week holds for you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing healing and insight is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Auralite friends. Hello and welcome, my Healerite friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the Oracle and the Tarot cards, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the cards have to say for you guys this week. What can my Healerite friends expect from the week of July 19th through to the 25th? Affirmation for posture change. I love this card. I love the fact that they have this very corseted type dress where you're looking at that inner pirate needing out. And that's what this week is going to look like. Some of that inner stuff that has been brewing up within us that we need to connect in so that we can fully appreciate and understand ourselves needs to be let out a little bit more, needs to be embraced and nurtured. And this week is going to give us that ability to stand up tall, hold our head up high, and be more of an authentic you. That authenticity is going to go a long way in this journey. Meditation to dig deeper. Taking that time, setting those intentions so that you can connect in, so that you can understand those pieces that are coming forward. Things don't just get handed to us. We need to take that time. We need to do some work. We can't just sit idly by. We need to get our hands dirty. We need to be connected in and get the job done. No one else can do it for us. That said, we can seek the supports we need so that we can unearth and discover more about ourselves. So let's look at what this week's going to offer you guys. What can my Healerite friends expect from the beginning of the week? The King of Wands. Kings are that fully developed personality, that wand, that inner passion, that inner fire. And it's that inner fire and passion that we're looking at right here. Those positive, high vibrational pieces that need to be let out. These pieces are going to be very evident. We're going to know them. We're going to understand how we can incorporate them into our everyday. The King will help us. He's going to help direct us a bit more here. The beginning of the week, we're going to have an understanding how to incorporate it into our everyday. We're also going to have a bit more courage. The King offers that flame. It balances out what's going to happen later in the week with Leo, with that very confident inner fire courage to overcome some of these challenges. And it's that balance we're going to need. The King offers us to kind of invigorate and ignite our courage and our determination to be a more authentic person. When we feel that that's wavering, it's taking that time, nurturing our solar plexus chakra so that we do have that energy. We do have that ability to take it to the next step. What about the middle of the week? What can my Healerite friends expect from the middle of the week? Justice, the 11th card in the Major Arcana. That balance. We're going to see pieces that we've been kind of hiding within ourselves. Balancing out our world, bringing in more right and truth, and allowing us to accept that inevitable self. Those pieces, those aspects that have been emerging since the spring. They're coming to fruition and they need to be embraced right now. The middle of the week, we're going to really see that embracement. It's going to be in that everyday aspect, bringing in that balance. What about the end of the week? What can my Healerite friends expect from the end of the week? The Five of Pentacles. Now, fives are always a challenge card in tarot. The Five of Pentacles talks about that disconnect from self, from spirit, from those around us. At the end of the week, we're going to have some aha moments and some reconnections, not only with self as we literally dig for our treasure. The King and Justice help us dig deeper. They help us a better understanding of ourselves and how we can really stand tall in our power. Well, at the end of the week, we have that better understanding on how it is we can connect those dots, how we can reconnect in with those very important connections with ourselves, and more importantly, with those high vibrational beings and our positive support system. As we're living a more authentic peace or an authentic self, we are able to truly understand those connections. We can strengthen the ones that are positive, that are balanced out, and for our greater good, while releasing connections that aren't, that are holding us back and are sucking our energy resources dry. We're going to be able to reconnect into that support system, and more importantly, connect in to that deeper self, having a better understanding of self and how we can use that understanding to connect in and find the path that we need to take, that route that is going to bring us that fulfillment and that joy. Let's look at the obstacles. What obstacle will my Healerite friends face for the week of July 19th through to the 25th? The Nine of Wands. This card really depicts on how we're kind of feeling right now. We're feeling frazzled, we're feeling burnt out. That false sense of self and some of these burdens that we need to release, to rebalance self, to reconnect in, is kind of weighing us down. Not to mention what's happening globally, astrologically. It's all compounding upon us. We feel frazzled and we feel burnt out. With the 9, jump the Chariot, the 7th card in the Major Arcana. Talks about using our willpower to overcome and conquer the challenges that we're facing, being victorious, and then looking for that next conquest, knowing that you too shall be victorious over whatever that conquest brings you. Feeling frazzled, feeling uncertain, feeling misdirected is going to compound your ability to connect in to those emerging pieces, allowing them to be incorporated to that every day, and you're going to miss literally the boat. This week offers you that ability to connect in more deeply with self, living that authentic truth, and literally the truth is going to set us free. We need to be that authentic being that we are so that we're able to enjoy and find fulfillment in this journey. We will keep learning the same lessons. We're going to keep coming to this crossroads, the exact same crossroads, until we learn this lesson, until we embrace who it is we truly are. Let's look at a blessing here. What blessing can my Healerite friends embrace for the beginning of the week? Follow your dreams. It's essential that we keep our eye headed up rather than down. those hopes, those dreams, those ships in the distance that we're looking for. That progression forward. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? Based in that passion and that creativity. It's a very individual piece, as many of us have different hopes and dreams. We all have that same end hope, where we're able to live a beautiful life with lots of prosperity and abundance. How we do that is very individual. But keeping our eye on that prosperity and that abundance will keep us in the high vibration, rather than that lower vibration that will derail us, that will add to the confusion and that frazzledness. Let's go into the middle of the week. What blessing can my Healerite friends embrace for the middle of the week? Fire magic. Now, you don't have to be a witch to embrace and enjoy that fire magic. It's that inner flame, that passion. Yes, you could do meditations with candles. I've got a lot of healing meditations that I do, and I have that option to focus in on that flame. The most important piece of the middle of the week is embracing your inner fire, that inner flame, to take on and rebalance self, to embrace pieces and aspects that kind of have been hidden deep within us. We started seeing pieces emerge, and so we started to embrace them a bit more and nurture them. Now it's time to have that courage, that determination, and that willpower. And I know that we have the Chariot as a challenge. However, the more we work on our solar plexus energy, the more we're going to be able to turn him from an obstacle to an ally. We use those everyday aspects and pieces that we have right at hand, just like my meditations, to our advantage, and that can include obstacles and challenges that we face. When we critically think about something, we reflect on it, and we make high vibrational choices, that's when things become less of an obstacle and more of an ally. So that fire, that courage, that determination is going to be essential for us, especially in the middle of the week, as we start to really embrace and implement many of these aspects into our everyday. And what about the end of the week? What blessing can my Healerite friends embrace for the end of the week? Ground and center. It's a pretty clear-cut card. That importance of grounding and centering self as we make those connections in, as we incorporate them, and as we hold our head up high. When our feet are firmly planted on the ground, we feel that strength, we have that centered energy, we can roll our shoulders back, we can hold our head up high, and we can embrace our inner power, that inner flame that we've been talking about. The end of the week, we really are going to feel that confusion, that frazzled energy, especially with the Five of Pentacles in play. Taking that time, setting those intentions, using those things right at hand. So crystals are a fantastic grounding energy. Anything in the red or black hue will support you in that groundingness. Using what you have right at hand. If you don't have grounding crystals, Getting your hands in that dirt will go a long way in that grounding energy. The important piece will be setting those intentions and actively participating in what you're trying to achieve. So we're going to end off on any further insight and wisdom that we can share with my Healerite friends for the week of July 19th through to the 25th. The Page of Wands. Pages are that childlike, innocent energy. That wand, again, we're connected into that inner flame, that inner passion. The Page of Wands is a playful, inquisitive energy that explores his or her world to gain the answers and insight that they need. And it's that inquisitive, playful energy that we need to tackle the Five of Pentacles, helping give us that insight and creativity on how to reconnect deeper with ourselves, unearthing and finding out those aspects and pieces that will really support us in reaching our hopes and dreams. That creativity is going to be essential. Now, pages are the 11th card in the minor arcana. Justice is the 11th card in the major arcana. Now, the number 11 is a master number. And when you have a multiple 11, the angels are telling you to listen to your deeper intuition, as it will help guide you to the paths that you're going to need. The Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is that everyday aspect of that Mother Nature energy. Very much connected into that grounding and centered energy that we're going to need. She also helps us and reminds us of the importance of nurturing self, caring for self. Yes, we are going to be unearthing aspects and pieces that we may have forgotten, or in some cases, we didn't even realize we had packed that skill, that ability with us in this journey. But nurturing ourselves, having compassion for self, as we start to tackle some pretty hard pieces, having that courage, nurturing and allowing yourself those stumbles so that you can have a very strong root system. When we stumble, we are offered opportunities to learn, and it's in that learning that we strengthen and fortify that foundation, those roots, which is very essential for our growth and for our healing. And finally, the Four of Swords, another rest and rejuvenation card. The cards are being very clear that we need to be gentle with ourselves. We're already feeling frazzled, disconnected, and uncertain of things. Taking baby steps that might push you a little bit, but still within a very comfortable tolerance, so that you do have that progression and understanding that the week is offering you. I want to thank you guys so very much for spending some time with me today and watching my video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the week offers you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Healerite friends. Hello and welcome, my rose quartz friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what this week holds for you guys. What can my rose quartz friends expect from the week of July 19th through to the 25th? Prayers and wishes. That connection in those using our words, that ability to ask for what it is we need. Whether it be wishing on a star, taking that time to pray and ask for what it is we need. Ask for that guidance and then be open for what the universe and those high vibrational beings want to share with us. This beautiful sun here, it rises every morning. We can't depict what that sunrise, those beautiful colors, will look like every day. They change. The cloud formation, what time of year it is, and what time the sun rises. Being open and flexible helps you to receive those prayers and those wishes, because they're not always going to be granted in a way that you may have hoped or expected. Affirmations for healing the heart. Many of us, well, all of us, are carrying a lot of pain, a lot of hurts, lots of ouchies. This week, again, offers us that ability not only to reach out and ask for what we need, but to stand up in our own power and start to work on that healing. Healing is a big aspect of why we're here right now, and it's going to help us with raising our vibration and also raising the vibration of our collective species. Both are very essential for this lifetime. So let's look at this. Let's look into this healing and to these answered prayers that we're looking for. What does the beginning of the week look like for my rose quartz friends? The Hanged Man, the 12th card in the Major Arcana, is a let it go guy. Letting go of those expectations. I just said that our prayers and our wishes may not be answered in ways that we asked. They may be answered in other ways, in other methods. Being open to those different modalities will help us embrace what it is that the universe is offering us. When we let go of those preconceived notions, those ideas, and start to allow ourselves to get down to what the heart of the matter is, and then deal with it, start to work on that healing, releasing some of that pain and that hurt. The beginning of the week really allows us and supports us in starting this healing process right off the get-go. This week is going to be full of release and healing for us. What about the middle of the week? What does the middle of the week bring, my rose quartz friends? Another major arcana, the Fool, the 0 card in the arcana. That carefree energy that really helps us let go and enjoy our path, having full trust in the universe that there is a master plan, that the universe has got our back, and what we're asking for will be given to us freely and without strings attached, should it be for our greater good. Sometimes we ask for things that aren't for our greater good, just adds to our stagnation. The universe and high vibrational beings won't support us in stagnation. The universe, the high vibrational beings want that growth. They want us to succeed in the plan that we had initially signed up for, this journey. It sucks that we don't remember. However, that's part of the plan. We knew when we signed up for this that we were coming here and our memory would be wiped clean when we got here. So we knew this going in. We have to be mindful of those prayers, of those wishes, and acknowledge that if it isn't for my greater good, probably won't come true. Gives us that ability and that understanding that we may need to relax, take those blinders off, take that deep breath, and ask for the greater good of yourself. Ask the universe to support you in realignment so that you're more in tune with your soul's deeper purpose. This realignment can support us and is for our greater good, and you'll see things start to shift. You got to remember, you have to be open to these messages, to this guidance, or else it's going to feel very tower-esque, if you will. You're going to feel really turbulent and kind of like a kick in the pants, rather than that carefree journey that we're looking for. And what about the end of the week? What can my rose quartz friends expect from the end of the week? The Three of Pentacles. This card I love to call the Triforce Perfecta. So we're looking at you working with that physical support team and that high vibrational support team. When you work in cooperation, that's when the magic happens. That's when we can really make those amazing blessings and miracles occur. The beginning part of the week kind of helps us detangle and have a clearer and better understanding of kind of where we're going here. Near the end of the week, we're going to be really taking hold of that healing. The Hangman will give us a better understanding of what we need to release and where we need to heal. The middle of the week starts us on that journey, giving us a better understanding of what it is we're releasing and healing. And then you've got that bigger piece of healing. Right here is where we're going to see that zodiac shift. And that zodiac shift needs to occur before we're really going to get down to that heart of the matter. Cancer has such a very passive energy. It's more in that emotional state, that intuitional, empathetic energy. Whereas Leo is going to come in, he's a lion, he is ready to roar. He is ready to get down to the work that needs to happen. Let's look at the obstacles for the week. Let's look at your obstacles for the week, my rose quartz friends. What obstacle will my rose quartz friends face for the week of July 19th through to the 25th? the Ten of Wands. Tens are about endings and beginnings. That wand is that passion center, that inner flame or fire. The Ten of Wands is that quintessential, you are working way too hard, my friend. There are more efficient manners to work in, because if you keep this up, you're going to burn out card. It's quite the card. That's true for this week. There's going to be a lot going on, and we're going to feel like there's a need, and I quote unquote need, to do it yourself. We need to prioritize this week with, and this is an important piece, with you at the top of that priority. We like to prioritize everybody else's needs above our own. Giving ourselves a little bit more of a priority this week will help with this healing and will help you get unstuck. Two very big pieces that are going to make us feel a lot better. So don't be surprised if your ego starts to flare up that, oh, well, we need to help this person and that person, and there's this and this. Prioritize so you don't have that burden. Ask for the help that we need. And also, don't take on pieces or aspects that are other people's stuff. Own your own stuff and allow others to own their stuff. We do a disservice for people when we start to take ownership of their crap and what they should be trying to accomplish, what their journey wants them to do. We don't have to live everybody else's journey. This is our own, and we need to embrace our own. With the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Mother Earth card of the deck. The Queen of Pentacles is the everyday aspect of that Mother Earth persona, of the Empress persona. That nurturing, that growth, that fertility. Our ego is not going to allow us to prioritize ourselves. You're going to have a lot of resistance from your ego, because this means change. Healing in your ego's mind is a very bad four-letter word. Your ego is going to give you that resistance and really amplify that Ten of Wands. Again, we have to sit back, use our critical thinking skills so that we can prioritize what's important for us and what's important for other people's journeys. What is it that they need to learn? What is their journey? Because they signed up for an experience as well. So let's look at our journey a bit more. We'll get into some blessings now. What blessing can my rose quartz friends embrace for the beginning of the week? Follow your dreams. What is your dream? What is it that you hope to accomplish in this lifetime? Many of us sit back and we're confused and uncertain. That's why this connection in, that guidance, is going to be so essential for us. Many of us feel lost, and the only thing that we can really clutch onto right now is taking everybody else's business in as our own. We're avoiding, and we're really great at that as a species, avoiding that essential healing aspect and avoiding some of that ownership of self. So following our dreams, following those pieces and aspects that bring us great joy, raise our vibration, and help us get lost in the wonders and excitement of this lifetime. That's where we need to spend our energy. That's what we need to focus in on right now. Not other people's stuff, our stuff. What's meaningful and important to us. What about the middle of the week? What can my rose quartz friends embrace in the middle of the week? Listening to wisdom. Do you guys start to see a pattern here? Because I am. That guidance, that wisdom, that clarity. And that clarity helps because when we're looking at our current journey, many of us feel that disconnect. We don't understand where it is we're supposed to go. That clarity will go a long way in encouraging us and connecting us in to what it is we're supposed to do and where it is we're supposed to go. So that wisdom, that guidance, those high vibrational beings, the universe, they have important guidance for us. Being open to that wisdom, no matter what form it takes, and what direction and path it's going to lead us on. Like I said at the very beginning, we have a lot of answered prayers. However, they may not be where it is we're initially hoping to go. Taking off those blinders and really being open to what the universe is sharing with you. What about the end of the week? What can my rose quartz friends embrace for the end of the week? Earth magic. Now you don't have to be a witch to connect into that earth magic. Crystals, earth magic. Grounding, earth magic. Nature, earth magic. Getting out of our head, getting out of this busyness, and embracing that beautiful world around us. The majority of us are in that summer state. There is fantastic opportunities to just take a walk around your neighborhood. You can do it with precautions. You can embrace that nature. And if you're in an area where there are a lot of restrictions coming back into play, open your window. Sit in an open window and feel the breeze. Do some gardening in your kitchen. Plant a plant for your house or in the house somewhere. That connection in with the stable and grounding energy of earth will go a long way in receiving some of these messages. Will also help us in processing that information that those messages are sharing with us. Many times we get symbols and ideas and messages that don't make sense. We don't comprehend how to incorporate them into this journey and how they impact your journey. That grounding energy will help us with deciphering these puzzle pieces that are very important to what it is this week is offering you. So we're going to end off on any final guidance, wisdom, and support that we can offer my rose quartz friends for the week of July 19th through to the 25th. The Three of Cups. It's a celebration card, a connection card. The Three of Cups talks about that supportive community, that positive community that accepts you for you, encourages and nurtures you. We were never meant to do this journey alone. It's imperative that we connect into that support system on our physical plane and that astral plane. It's just right now that physical support system is really needed, especially given the ongoing turbulence on this physical plane. Now, obviously, we do have the double threes here. In angel messages, when you have that multiple three, something close to your heart needs to be expressed, which is very true right now. There's stuff that is going on that needs to be released and expressed in positive, high vibrational manners. The Page of Cups. It's one of my favorite pages. Pamela Coleman Smith drew this page not only with a very trendy hat and fantastic lotus tunic. He held this cup. He's looking at his cup like, this is my cup. And yes, I am totally fine that there's a fish in my cup. That creativity, that flexibility of this page is going to be essential. Now, pages themselves are an inquisical, playful card. That energy is going to go a long way in releasing some of this heartache, nurturing that aspect in creative ways so that you are able to move forward and heal those aspects. The Page of Cups reminds us of that play, of that fun, and most importantly, of that flexibility. The Empress, the third card in the Major Arcana. Whoops. To add to our threes and that expression of self, the Empress is the card of fertility, of growth, and of abundance. She is the archetype to the Queen of Pentacles. This bigger, grander energy is there this week, especially as we have this crossover happening on Thursday. This crossover will really help us connect in to that Empress energy, because we're going to get down and get into action, get into some of this healing, rather than having this reflection and this understanding. That action will bring about abundance, healing, and will spur you forward in some of these creative endeavors that are going to be coming up, and some of this redirection and clarity that will come forward. I want to thank you guys so very much for spending some time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and you're able to gain some direction and insight into what the week holds for you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. There is so much more coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing healing and insight is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my rose quartz friends.